Give me a sec. I'm trying to see those who are here because I think did you stop sharing your screen?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay, sharing my, I think you stopped sharing. So this is what can everyone see my screen?
I can see your screen, but please, are you like flying? Are you on top of a bed?
No, I'm in the
Or
office.
is there
Maybe
a fan?
someone unmuted.
There's a fan blowing you from behind.
Okay, sorry. There's a fan blowing behind.
Okay, please
Is it okay
either
now?
put it off or reduce it because it sounded as if you were on top of a bed or a vulture.
Is it okay now?
So first thing first, this is your GitHub, right? Let's look at it briefly.
Yes.
So click on, you see that zero icon there.
Here, the dashboard.
Your top right, yes. Your profile, not that one. Top right, I think that's left. The same
This
line,
one.
but right.
Is it this? Open user navigator navigation.
Stop sharing. Stop sharing. Let me share my screen. Yeah, that one, that one. I was thinking, yeah, that yes, click on it. Yes, then click on profile. Please find a picture of you and put it there. If you don't have a picture of you, go and get the one you were a baby and put it there. But let it be a professional picture. You don't have any public repositories yet. So one of the things I do is that I put a repository and then I gather all of my projects together. I put all of my projects together. Is that a question?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I used my Gmail account and I already have a picture there. Do I still have to change for the profile?
You have a GitHub account. I don't get your question.
You told her just now that she doesn't have a profile picture, but I used my Gmail account and I already have a picture on the Gmail. Do I need to change it?
Yeah, if it's okay, no, you don't need to change it.
All right, thank you.
It's okay. So you can edit your profile. So you joined 15 minutes ago. Awesome. So click on the get a picture. Please rename your. Why is your name having dash JPEG, JPG?
That's the username.
You are giving yourself this username
No, it was generated from when
and you
I.
choose it. And you choose it.
Yes.
Wow. Please, for those of you that have not created your usernames yet, make sure it's very unique. Make sure it's a professional username as well. Okay. It's okay to use your first and last name or your second and last name. So click
So
on edit profile. Have you done that?
yes, I have.
And if you have your LinkedIn, if you have anything at all, you can put it there.
Okay. So in this bio, what are you supposed to put there?
It depends. I think you need to come up with a bio for yourself.
Okay. So I'll do that later. So after this, what?
You can also now don't forget to put your
My
what is it
picture,
called? Your
right?
picture, your bio, your social media accounts if you want. You wanna do that.
Okay. I can stop sharing, right?
No, we are not done. We are
Oh,
not
okay.
done. We are not done. Do you have any projects that you want to upload to GitHub?
I don't have any projects yet.
Is there anybody that has a project?
I'm not done with my project.
Anybody that has a project you wanna install or upload?
What kind of project, please?
Any of the assessment or projects that I've given to some of you? Anybody?
I mean, one of the assignments.
Yes.
Okay.
Anytime we are together, guys, and I'm asking you guys to share your screen or participate, is because I want everyone on the call to know what we are doing. If I say I want to start sharing my screen, the speed at which I'm going to go about it, I wouldn't like to be repeating myself. Oh, sir, what did you do? Or sir, okay, repeat. No, 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 no. If you do it from your end and I can see it, give you instructions, then it's going to be better that way. Okay, so I guess nobody's ready. So let's
Let me share my screen then. Let me share one of the project then.
do you have a GitHub account? I hope
The one
everyone
we
on
just
the
created.
call you got the message. You'll download your Git because I am going to be the one to share my screen and take you through how to use Git just a little bit and how to connect it to your GitHub. Just give you a little bit of brief. But for now, for your GitHub, I need you to know how to do that quickly. Upload your project or assessment or anything you have on GitHub and just know how the platform works before I come to show you what Git does, and if possible, we have time to talk about VS Code. So we need to be quick about the participation in class. All right, Nathan, what am I looking at?
So I should go to project.
I'm trying to still see your screen. Give me a sec. Tell me, what am I looking at?
Account, that's the project.
Guys, can you see the screen?
Yes, I can.
Please, can anyone see my screen?
Okay,
Yes,
they can
there's
see
no
your
profile
screen. Great.
picture.
Please, the screen is very small. Can you expand it a bit? It's too small.
So first thing first, can you close your Git window, please? So create your first GitHub project. Um, please click on repository. We have overview, we have repository, we have projects. Click on repository. So which kind of project do you want to upload here, Nathan?
A last assessment we did.
Which course is that?
That is on the if statement.
That's Microsoft Excel.
Microsoft Excel, yes.
Yeah, okay. So click on new. Click on new. I guess this should be on new repository. Click on new. And you can call the repository Microsoft. You can call it Microsoft Excel. Microsoft underscore Excel.
I've done that.
Give me a sec. I think I need to join with another device so that I can see what you're doing in real time. Now, if you look at right down there, you can see like a description. So you can write a description of the project, maybe a word or a sentence like, this is my if statement, something like that. Or this is my Microsoft Excel, whatever. Think of something. This is my Microsoft Excel task or exercise. Yeah. And you can see choose visibility. You can see a public. So when you click on public, you'd see like a private there. So what I'm going to be showing you guys is like you don't need Git to do what I'm doing now, and I'll show you the one that you do when you want to use Git. So I'm going to leave the visibility to public because you want everyone to look at your work. But if you're working as a team, maybe your group, you change it to private and add only the emails of members of your group. For instance, I have tons of projects I've worked for with people, different companies. It's not public information. It's not open source. So open source means everyone can see it and contribute. I There's this guy that built a startup. I think something Beehive. I don't know the name. Something around church. So when you are preaching or giving a sermon, the AI would kind of help you. Are you guys familiar with that story or that startup? The AI would help to give the Bible quotations in real time on something like that. So 2 weeks ago, I heard that one guy open sourced the code that was used to so anyone now can have something like that. So if you want to raise funds or maybe increase your revenue for that kind of software, you need to be smart because the code is open source now. Anyone can see it, anyone can build it. Nathan and everyone else, do you understand what I mean by open source now? Imagine
Yes.
Facebook. Facebook has their code, their source code is not open to the public. But just imagine that someone hacked Facebook, which is near difficult. It's gonna be you need to be a god to hack Facebook. But but imagine that someone hacked Facebook and then made their code open source. That's gonna be like I know they have billions of users, so you are actually going to be competing with a very massive company, and there's going to be lawsuits and stuff like that. And you can't build something like Facebook, but you can build a small app just because you have seen the source code that was used to build Facebook. So that's what open source means. So if you see any company that's saying, "Oh, we have built this feature, we are going to make it open source, anyone can contribute," they are not going to send that code to your house. It's all going to be on this platform called GitHub. So you go to their GitHub profile, you are going to see the code there. You can download it to your computer, you can run it, the same application. They just made it possible that you can access it and you can contribute. For instance, if you don't like their like button, if you are a good developer, you can design your own like button, send it across to them. They will check, there's something called merge and commit. They will see all of the pushes that have gone to them and they'll say, oh, nice, you know. So when you see a lot of projects having contributors, thousands of projects having contributors, as a result of all that. So I'm sharing this because I love when I'm teaching, you understand why you are choosing private and why you are choosing public. So we're going to leave this one on public. Now, the next thing you see there is README. So you are going to put on the README file. So README simply means that you want a file that will make it possible for you to explain that thing that you want to upload on GitHub because nobody knows. Let me see if I can open one of my projects and show you what a typical README file looks like. Give me a sec. I need to, because you are going to have to write your own README file. Okay. Stop sharing. Let me share my screen. Please, guys, be very, very creative with README files. You can use AI to, give you a nice README file, or you can do it manually as well. No problem. Can you see my screen?
No, please. Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So this is a project I worked on. It's a movie application with use effects, and you can see that I have myself and another person contributing to build this project, right? So if you are like those of you that are going to be doing your internship or maybe working sometime, I built this thing 7 months ago. You can see there's a track record, right? And every time I wrote a contribution to this, you can see two commits. Can you see my screen? You
Yes,
can see,
please.
yes, two commits mean this is the many times that I have contributed to this project since I built it. So this is what I mean by a README file. You see, this is what I mean by a README file. And I just wrote this because I need everyone to kind of like understand what I built. Introduction. This is a simple and responsive music browsing app built with React.js and powered by the Daisy API. This app uses React hooks, use state to manage state and fetches real-time data from Deezer. It also features audio previews with play pause controls so users can listen to snippets or tracks. So you see all of those, your music application, I know how to build it. And this is a sample music application that I built. These are the features of it. So if now this is what the music application looks like. I took a screenshot and put it here. And
How
um,
are you? I'm fine, thank you. How are you? I said you
and
guys, yes, I don't receive. Hey, I
Madam
got.
Mary,
Please.
I'm glad. I got. Sorry, sir. No.
so these are the tech stacks that I use to build that application and the project structure. So if anything should happen to me now and maybe this project is like very interesting to people. You don't need to come to my grave to have an idea of all the projects I've built. So my GitHub is a very interesting place. I love working on all kinds of projects. As you can see, I have a folder. I have a folder called Tech Folder, and these are all projects that I've built over a couple of years or months now, some startups, some project stuff. So you need to learn how to organize your file. So README file, this is what it looks like. And we are going to practice it. I just said I should show you what a README file looks like. So think of a README as you are trying to explain, what your project is all about. So someone who is looking at it for the first time. Are you with me? Hello.
Yes, please.
Yes.
We are with you.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
we
if you are
can hear you.
if you are confused as to what really, how can you make your README file stand out, just go to GitHub and search for any company you admire, whether it's Meta or Facebook or Nvidia or Jumia or Amazon or Apple or any of those child deck, any of those companies, technologies, the Camo, Kuzali, any of those companies, check out their GitHub profile, see how they organize their README file, learn from it, try to contribute, try to fork their project, try to clone their project as well. Fork is Fork, please listen well. Nathan,
Say,
share your screen. Yeah, I had to spell that out. And you can see, I'll show you how to do the forking on GitHub. Because sometimes instead of doing all that download, you want to download someone's repository or download someone's source code, you can just fork it on your repository and then study it and contribute and do all of that as well. So if you check my repository, you see a few platforms that I had to fork their repository to get to study it properly. So Nathan, share your screen again. Let's continue. And let's upload that to your projects and you see what it looks like. Go back to your GitHub, please. Yes, so yeah, scroll down and then click on. Now for license, now this is very, very important. Remember when I said something like, even if you hacked Facebook, maybe whoever is working on Facebook, like Vessel was recently hacked. There's this young man I mentor a lot, not mentor rather, admire, admire a lot. He's the founder of Hyperbridge. I heard 2 weeks ago that hackers hacked those guys and they lost 250 million. Was it naira or dollars? I don't know, but they lost a lot of money. They can hack your products, they can hack your code, but because of this license, so one thing I can recommend is go and read up on different types of GitHub license. Because if you are building anything, if you are doing anything, you need to add that license. There are different licenses that will say, you know what, this is a public repository. You are free to add, you are free to contribute, you are free to clone or fork the project. I don't have a problem with it. But there are certain licenses that when you add them to your project, you are not encouraging anyone to build the app. You are not, so it's your proprietary information. That's why it's very important. You would see there is less and less plagiarism in the tech space because of how these licenses work. You can't go and say, oh, I had this idea before you, I'm going to sue you. We rarely hear it in the tech space. It's always, the other part of the world, all the people that want to fight. Because once you say you had this idea before me, the next question is, oh yeah, both of you submit your GitHub. Should be everybody you see the first person that pushed the project to GitHub. If you had the idea, it died with you, you didn't work on it, you didn't publish it, you didn't commit it, there's no evidence. Please, are you following me? I'm saying this for the sake of those of you that work with serious companies and you'll be required to collaborate with other people in the tech department. So you will not go and feel small. Oh, you don't know how to use GitHub, you don't know how to contribute, you don't know how to upload, you don't know how to send them. So long as you are here, you should know how to do all that now. So now, for now, go make your research. When you are done, you can edit and add whatever license. But let's also let's just open the license, open the drop down and choose MIT license. Choose MIT license. And then when you're done, click on create repository. So think of a repository as a place where you create your project, you store it. It's like a database for storing of your project, and you can go ahead and call on others to contribute to it, or you can also share with people privately or publicly. Nathan, have you created it? Nathan, are you here? Is nobody hearing me, or I'm alone in the world?
I can hear you.
Yes, sir.
You can hear you, so
Nathan, is he here? As a trumpet sound in your compound.
he has created the repository.
You're the only person left here.
What's the problem?
How are you the only person left there? Talk for yourself, oh.
Trumpet don't sound now. You know hear am.
Oh, okay. You are one of those people that want to stay back so that you take care of Dangote's refinery. Nathan, is he here? So now you can see you have a license, you have a README file. Can you see? The README file has already been added. Microsoft_Excel. This is my if statement assignment. So if you want to edit it, right, you can click on that edit where you have the edit icon. Just where you have the README MIT license, you see a pencil icon there. If you click on it, you can add more just to explain, just like I showed you. You can add more text and try to be very detailed. It's going to give you a plus. People will know this person knows what they are doing, you know. So this is the link. You can see the URL at the top there, github.com/nat272/Microsoft_Excel. So if someone is asking you questions like, hey, do you know Excel? You say yes. Do you have any proof of work done? Do you have blah, blah, blah? You can say yes.
Now where is your crane now?
I'm going to send you a link to my GitHub repository so you could check some of the things I have done in the past. And then maybe a project you worked on together as a group, the people that you work together with, you were contributed together for the project. Are we all on the same page here? Because the next thing is to show you how to upload a file here, which is pretty simple. Any questions before we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's the question?
Sorry, I didn't start. I was battling with my WhatsApp to join. So I came in late. I come in late. The license, are they paying for it or you just generate it with data?
No. The license is automated, so you can choose. There are different options there. There's MIT license. There are a couple of other licenses. If you are able to read up on the content of those licenses, you will be able to know what they mean. For instance, some licenses would say that this particular project is open for the public, but you cannot use it this way. You can't use it that way. So you have to read through the lines to say, you know what, this project is very important to me. The public can use it, but they cannot replicate what I did. So there's a specific license for that as well. So whoever copied or cloned or forked the project online will probably look at that license and, think about the license thing as a copyright. Music copyright. There's certain things you can't post online with certain music or musicians because they have been copyrighted. There are certain films you cannot upload or do whatever stuff because they have been copyrighted. So does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. So now,
Sadiq, I have a question, please.
okay.
I'm confused. We just uploaded the stuff on GitHub now, but I'm seeing 8 hours ago. So I don't know. I'm confused on how that is possible.
So GitHub is connected to your Git on your computer one way or the other. It's connected to the file on your computer. And sometimes when you open a folder on your computer and you want to push it to your GitHub, that folder you created, when you push it to GitHub, is not going to reflect that moment. It's not going to capture that exact moment, but it's going to capture the moment it was created on your computer. The reason is because so that if you have been working for a project for 30 hours, I mean, this is very useful to freelancers. If you have been working for a project for 30 hours, and just because you pushed it to GitHub, the project would read 30 hours that, yes, this guy has been working on this thing for 30 hours, and you just pushed it to GitHub. Because if you push it to GitHub and GitHub doesn't reference where the file is coming from, what happens is that it's going to say something like, um, uploaded 5 or 10 minutes ago, and then you are submitting the tax to your employer or so on. The person will be like, like, like you. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. GitHub tracks your progress. It tracks where you are coming from.
Yeah, it makes sense. I understand.
Yeah, it tracks where you are coming from. It doesn't track like the beginning point or something like that. And sometimes it might pick the timing of the exact time. So I think it all depends on whatever the software will be all about. So here, right now, since you've clicked on edit, you can add more things here. You can add more things. You see that Microsoft underscore Excel was bigger than line 2. Did you guys notice it?
Yes, sir.
Come on, talk to me. Did you guys notice that line 1 was bigger than line 2 in the README file?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes,
Yes, sir.
yes.
Yeah, that is because of that hashtag that was in front of it. So to show you another example, Nathan, can you add more things to line 2? You can say this is my if statement assignment given by the health technologies, full stop. Then add that and then hit enter. No. You can write it on the same line, like line 2. This is my if statement assignment given GIVEN, I think past tense or something. Pardon me, English teachers. Given by the technologies, and then you hit enter, and then put a hashtag, and then in that hashtag put a space after the hashtag, and then type something like maybe list of Microsoft Excel topics. List of Microsoft Excel topics. So that will be in line 3 or line 4. You can hit a space, so you have a space, so you can have hashtag, then hit a space, then you write list of Microsoft Excel topics. And then when you are done doing that, you look at your top right or top, yeah, you see cancel changes, you see commit changes. So you're going to click on commit changes. Click on commit changes. And you can maybe, so commit is like saving. So think of commit as saving. When you are done editing on GitHub, you want to save, you just click on commit. I think for those of you that are familiar with SQL, or sorry, not SQL, you've heard of the word commit in Power BI. DAX. Do you remember DAX? You see commit, right? So to also commit, save it here, and that's it. Please, is this one clear? That's all you can edit. Any question before I show you the next step? Any questions?
Yes, please. If you want to edit, can you go back? It was like this, my if statement
Yeah, you
that
can
held
always
is
go back. You can always go back. Just click on the pencil icon, edit, commit, that's it. Okay.
Sorry, let him not be and bringing us back. How do we bring in the Microsoft Excel? How did I've forgotten?
How did we bring in the
Uh,
Microsoft Excel?
Excel, yes. The
You
topic.
click on repository, new repository. You have to
Okay.
create a new repository,
Okay.
and then you see an option to name the repository.
Okay.
You can call it Microsoft Excel or SQL or Power BI, whatever thing you're working on. Is that clear?
So
Okay, so that's it. And you've done the commit. Now you can click on Microsoft Excel. Let's go back to the repository. The commit looks great. And the topic. So anytime you want to have a bold stuff, just put a hashtag there. The more you use this, the more you can, show up yours to be as fanciful as mine. Sometimes you can even use when once you upload your project, you could even use AI to generate your README file for you, and you just copy it and paste it here. But be sure that you have given the AI enough information to be able to understand the project you are working with to even know how to generate your README file. Don't go and cook okra and then you go and tell AI that you cook beans. AI will give you README file for beans. And the person who wants to cook okra and is looking for instructions on how to cook okra will go and read your README file for beans and end up cooking beans instead of okra. They will drag you, even me on Twitter, I'll join and drag you like generator.
eh,
Yes, and if you are not careful, that is a sackable offense because sometimes some of these tech CEOs or some of these big boys or big girls, they don't really have the time to look at code. They are handling serious conversations, and when you send them your README file, you are basically summarizing everything you did. You guys saw what I did now. You saw
Mm.
my own README file. You saw what it looked like. All I need to do, I can send you a README file and tell you every single thing I did on that project. I even showed you the project structure, the folder structure, what is inside each folder. In case your head thought you want to think that nothing was there, my README file is very, very detailed. I don't joke with it. And I'll tell you if you want to clone, if you want to fork it, if you want to do anything, this is how you do it. Every single thing is detailed there. So imagine that you wanted to build an application for maybe a particular company, your own company. Because you're using AI uselessly and unnecessarily and head blockically, you go and the AI, of course, will follow your instructions and generate beautiful nonsense for you. You copy and paste. They will sack you. Me and you will follow and look for job. So I hope this is clear. Nathan, click on Microsoft Excel. Let's go back to the repository. So we look at how to add projects. Yes. I don't know why I'm seeing your. Yeah, just click on Microsoft Excel. It should take you. Yes, taking you back here. Good, 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 good. Now it's time for us to add our file. So you see that place, you see add file, click on it, please. Click on add file. Tell me what are you seeing there, please? Yeah, place to add your file. So click on choose your file. Drag files here or add them to your repository. So choose your files. So using GitHub to upload is pretty straightforward. But when you are using Git, that is senior level usage. You know where your file is, right? So just choose where it's located and then click on open and go to where you have commit changes. Write the name of the project. You can describe what you did and scroll down, please. Let's see. You can describe what you did or what you just uploaded so that we know. And after that, you click on OK. Student grades data sets. Okay, nice. When you are done, you click on commit changes. So commit changes is like saying something like save these changes. When you're done, let me know. Any questions? So now the next thing I want us to do is that I want you to collaborate with somebody on this project. I hope you have seen the files. You have license, you have a README, you have student grades underscore data sets. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
So click on students grades underscore data sets. So you see what it looks like. You can actually download it as well. So guys, tell me, what did you notice? I hope somebody somewhere is practicing what we are doing here.
I'm not practicing because I didn't start with you people. After this, I'll rewash.
Okay, no problem. Guys, talk to
I
me.
want to put the students' grade data set beside Microsoft Excel because I think the last four alphabets, the extension is showing that it's a Microsoft Excel file.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope this one is clear, right? The next thing now is how to collaborate
Oh,
with.
sir, sorry, sir. Hello. So I thought we should be able to view the data set here as well, just as it is in Microsoft Excel.
To view the data set here.
Yes.
I'm not even seeing what it's doing, so I'm probably like,
We are only seeing the name student grade data set. At least we are supposed to see the data set here as well, so that anybody that is coming to his repository can view the data set here. But we are not seeing anything.
maybe there's nothing inside the data set.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mr.
So
Nathan,
try to
is there
work it.
anything on your data set?
They should.
If there's anything inside of your data set, then the next course of action would be to download it. GitHub is not a Microsoft Excel software, so you can't work on it on GitHub. The idea of GitHub, which I'm going to explain shortly, is to collaborate to show people your project. And guess what? Sometimes there are certain software that may make it difficult for people to see whatever they are doing. So one of the ways to run around it is to basically just do a screenshot. You guys saw what I did, right? I did a screenshot of my own projects because I wanted you to see, or should I share it again?
Yeah, we
Sir, sorry, I
said
want to ask,
earlier on.
what if you are working with
again.
other software like Power BI or Tableau, or probably Python in VS Code? Is it still possible for us to view it here? Hello? Mr. David?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't get your question.
I said, what if we are working with other software like Power BI or Tableau or even VS Code for Python? Is it possible for us to view it here?
Yes, you can see your Python codes on VS on GitHub. Why not?
What about Power BI?
Power BI, you can upload the text, like the extension on Power BI. You can also take a screenshot of what your report looks like and put it there on your README file. So yes, and anyone can access it as well. But I'll recommend you can upload first your project on Power BI, put it on Power BI service, and maybe share the link. If it's on Tableau public, and also share the link. You saw how I showed you guys a link of the project I worked on GitHub. So you can do the same. Okay. We see together.
Yes, so if I got you right, for Power BI and Tableau, if you are not connected to public or service, you can just take a screenshot and add it to the README profile so that people can view it, right?
Yeah. You don't need to. So there's something called Git ignore, and there's something called Git ignore mostly. So Git ignore happens that there are certain files you don't want the public to have access to. For instance, the data set of your company, you don't want them to see that, the names of it. So you can hide all of those files in your Git ignore file. Okay. But then, because you want people to see how nice the project you did is, if it's a visual, you can take a screenshot, maybe blur the name of the company or something, right? You are showing them what you've done, but you are not showing them the data that make you do that thing. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yes, I understand. They're just trying to be confidential with certain private information.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So let me share my screen short. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if I don't want people to see, for instance, this is the git ignore file. Can you see git ignore? So if I click on git ignore, can you see these are all the files that the public does not have access to? You can't see my node models, you can't see my this, you can't see, let me zoom out so you see what I'm talking about. See? But these files are actually a core part of what I did when I was working. I'm giving you an example. This is like my VS Code. Okay. So I can hide this thing here and you wouldn't even know that there is a file. I can come here, I can call it .git ignore. Yeah, I'm going to come here and maybe let's say I have a file called, okay, let me add .env. This is environment variable. And then maybe here I'm going to write something like port equals to 5,000, just this, don't worry. I'm going to come here and I'm going to say .env. Please, are you seeing what I'm doing? You may not understand this, but this is the git ignore file. So now I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 files on my VS Code, but I don't want you to see this .env when I push it to my GitHub. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the files I don't want you to see on my GitHub in the git ignore file. So that's what I did here. You see, these are all the files people in the public cannot access. That's number one. So let me go back and let me click on another one, index.html. So can you see someone was asking me if we can see codes of, yeah, you can see codes as well. If you want to build this application, you know, just follow every instruction that was right there and you definitely see it. Let me go back. So you can see some, I think I put some images here. I don't know. Okay. SRC folder, you see all of the things. You can also see some codes as well. You see some codes, they are all here. So it's not that GitHub would hide anything. There are certain things GitHub will not show you, like your Microsoft Excel file, that kind of thing. You have to be able to maybe take a screenshot. You need to download it from GitHub and stuff like that. So this is a screenshot of the project. It's what it looks like. Now, if you want to, let's go ahead. Let's say I want to add one of you to this project. Please pay attention, Nathan, because you are going to add one of your colleagues. So I'm going to come here. Let's say I want to rename this project, movie R with use effect. I can come here and rename it, but I don't want to rename this. So I want to add someone to be a collaborator. So I'm going to come here, click on collaborators. And okay, so it's asking for a passkey. Give me a sec. I need to authenticate because I don't want anybody to hack my GitHub. So that's what it is. All right, verifying and we're done. So anyway, let me stop sharing because waiting for you to take notes and then coming to share yours will waste our time. So Nathan, share your screen. Let's continue so that we can practice immediately. If you want to be added as a collaborator, which is a good thing actually, because sometimes I used to boast of how many projects I've worked on or collaborated on. It all happens on GitHub. So if you want to collaborate with Nathan on this, drop your email in the chat. Nathan, just copy one of those emails. Please, let's do that quickly. Copy your email in the chat box. And for those of you that are going to be working together, this is how you can add your colleagues as collaborators as well. So click on settings, Nathan. You will see collaborator. You can click on collaborator and you should be able to add someone. So check the comment section and pick any email of your choice and add them up as collaborator. You can add more than one if you want. Let me know when you are done.
Okay.
Please, while he's doing that, I can attend to questions if there are any. Nathan, are you done?
Yes, I'm adding them.
Okay, it's okay. Don't add the whole class.
Oh, I've just added one.
Okay. Now, when you are
I
done
just want to
adding,
add about
let us know the name of the person or person you added. Okay. And the person that what's the name of the person you added? Are you done?
just a minute.
So you added Susan. Now, Susan, check your email and accept the invite, please. So anyone you've added, check your emails, accept the invite. When you accept the invite, let us know that you have accepted, okay? And let it be the email you have or you use for your GitHub, please. Don't send us another email that is for something else and cannot be found on GitHub because you are gonna be collaborating on GitHub, so it's just appropriate that you do that.
I've added about 3.
All right, you guys, please check, and if you have accepted, let us know so that he can refresh his window.
Say,
Anyone?
Yes, I've accepted.
All right, Esther, great. Who else, please?
I'm here to get the mail. But they me accept.
I've accepted. Invite.
Oh, okay, great. So now refresh your window, please. Let's see how many of them are going to be contributing. And what does that mean for you to be a contributor to this project? It means that you see that thing that Nathan did by uploading files and stuff like that, you too can now do it, but you are going to be doing it on Nathan's repository, not on yours. But on your repository, you are going to see that you are a collaborator to Nathan's project. Does that make sense? So Nathan will be able to see your contributions, the files you uploaded on his repository. And on your repository, you are going to see that you are a contributor to Nathan's project. Please talk to me. Am I making sense here? Or do you understand or not?
Yes.
Okay. Great.
So, sir, do you mean that, for instance, if let's say Esther should create a project and add, it will be seen as a collaborator to me?
Yeah, you would see Esther's project uploaded to your repository because you added her as a contributor. Okay. Now, the thing is, when once your project is public, other people whom you didn't add as contributors can actually work. They, of course, like I said, they could clone or fork your project, fork with the FORK, please. You will be able to see that there are people who are trying to contribute to your project. I think in I think it's Global Talent Visa, one of these visas that give you the opportunity to travel to different countries. One of the things they require from candidates is how many open source how many open source projects have you contributed to? So it's a very important question.
Extra, it is indicating that he's a collaborator, but then for Factus and Susan, it's showing that it's still pending. Does it mean that they have not accepted the invite?
I have accepted. What's happening is that I'm trying to input my login details into the GitHub, and my system is just delaying. So
Oh,
yeah.
Mr. David, since they are working on Nathan's repository, will it still be showing on Esther's and Festus's own? Hello, Mr. David. Oh, is he gone?
no, he's there. Sir David, a question for you, sir. Sir David.
Yeah, are you there?
Mr. David, I asked a question. My question is, since they are collaborating with Nathan and working on his repository, will it also show on their own repository that they worked on this project, or do they have to be referring people to Nathan's own to check on the project they worked on?
No, that's what it means for you to be a contributor. You would definitely see it on your own repository that you contributed to Nathan's project. That's the whole idea. Are you with me?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. You will definitely see it, just like the project I just shared with you now. You see the names of two persons that contributed to the project, myself and Sharif. Sharif is in Tunisia. So we work together on that music app project. And then there's another, I'm working on the back end of another project or startup, and myself and the COO of Tire Technologies are working together on that. So you see two of us contributors. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. It does.
Okay. So any questions? Because we are done here. And Nathan, did you download the Git? Did you download Git?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so let's hop on Git and try to do something. So if you did you install it when you were done downloading?
Yeah, I installed it, and this is what I have.
Okay, so search for Git bash. Not this. This is VS Code. This is not what I
Yes,
mean. Git is
sorry,
different.
sorry.
Search for Git bash. On your tags bar, you see the search engine.
I search for what?
Git bash.
Badge.
Bash.
BASH.
BAS.
Okay.
Is that why you're supposed to be searching?
Are you sure you downloaded it? Just search for Git. Let's even see. Did you install it and you? Which one did you install? This one I'm looking at, right?
Yes.
Git. Okay, click on it. Let me see. Usually, if you're done with the installation, you should have. Where did you search for it though?
From the
Computer or was it on the website?
The website.
No, I'm talking about your computer, please. Like your tax bar. That place you have your file explorer, your Chrome, your Excel, the bottom, the bottom of your laptop. No, not that one. I don't know how to explain what. Does anyone not know what I mean by search bar on the?
The search bar down beside the start button.
Yeah, search for Git. Okay. I don't think you downloaded it. I don't think you downloaded it. Show me what.
Hello. Okay, do somebody have it so that the person share it for us, please?
Well, we didn't start with us, Uncle. I have it, but I didn't start with us.
No,
Coach,
this is a
can I
new
share
one.
mine?
So let me stop sharing
Okay.
so that I share it.
It's okay.
I've stopped sharing.
Guys, can you
Yes,
guys hear me? Yes, Git bash. That is it. That is it. Correct. This is what I mean, Nathan. So you need to install it for you to be able to see this. Awesome.
Sure.
So first thing first, we're going to create
I
a new file.
I should cancel the
I hope
account.
you have your VS Code installed, Madam Mary.
Which one is BS Code, sir?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Hello.
Hello,
Can
sir.
anybody hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you, sir.
I hear you.
Hello, sir.
Is it that nobody can hear me or what?
We can hear you. We can hear you, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah, you can hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so can you zoom out of your screen, please? You can use your 2 fingers and see if you want to snap it up.
How do I zoom out? Oh.
As if you want to expand your window. Or yes, something like that. Exactly. But you are making it smaller, Madam Noye. Whatever that you are doing that is making it big, keep doing it. God bless you. Yes. Okay, this one is fine. I hope everyone has screen. So right here, this is where the real tech bro and techies are known. Because this is where you can do things if you want to confuse your enemies without them knowing that this is what you're doing. Instead of creating a normal folder, right, you can just simply come over here and do the creating of your folder. But it's important I explain to you what Git is and what GitHub is. So stop sharing first. Let me share and just explain a little bit.
Okay. I should stop sharing, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes, go by there. They are entertaining themselves. Tell them that I'm learning something. You're distracting me. I'm in class. You're disturbing me. Please, we don't. And you cannot stay.
Can you see my screen, please?
Not yet.
No, please.
Not yet.
Yes, sir. Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Okay. Let me know when it comes. I use this stuff.
You can't see your screen, no, Mr. David.
Not yet, you.
Not yet, sir.
Yes, sir.
Not yet.
Okay. I don't bloody know why. Let me just refresh. Give me a sec. Can you see my screen, please?
Who can see it, sir?
You can still see my screen.
Yes, sir.
I can see it.
They're just coming up. There is nothing yet. Only, I think we can see it now.
So let me explain. I'll give you some Git commands, right?
Okay.
So we have Git and we have GitHub. So I have Git here, then I have GitHub here. Let me write it this way. So please, anytime you think of Git, think of this as this one is in your computer. So I'm gonna write something like maybe a time. Think of it like a time machine for your project or code. Please, if you like, you write these notes because I'm going to be giving you some commands that we're going to practice. Because I'm not sharing these notes. So do the writing down. Then think of this one, just like cloud storage. Cloud storage and collaboration for teams or your Git projects. So you want people to collaborate with you. And you know that this one here is on your laptop. This is on your laptop. While this one here is on the internet. No. This one here is on the internet. So that anyone can see it. Please, is this clear before I go down? This one clear?
Yes, sir.
So if you are writing a book, let's say something like, okay, for Git, you're writing a book. What's the name of your book, your new book, Madam Noya? Think of any name, tell me.
Vows of marriage.
Marriage, quoi? Vows of what?
Vows of marriage.
Vows, okay.
Yes.
Vows of marriage, okay. That's the name of the book.
Yes.
So do you know that there are different versions of this book that you are going to be having? For instance, the first version of this book could just be on Monday, you wrote the table of contents, isn't it?
Yes.
So days of the week. And then this one could be, you can tell yourself this one is drafts. Okay. So days of the week, let's say on Monday you wrote maybe 2 chapters. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
On Monday you wrote 2 chapters. How do I shape this? Okay. On Monday you wrote 2 chapters. On Tuesday you wrote 3 chapters. So this is what Git does. Git would help you to track. To write this here. Git will help you to track the progress of your book. Now, why is this important? How many of you have had the experience of working on a project and then you send it to someone on GitHub and the person will go and maybe, let me not mention GitHub. Let's say you were working on something and then you send a copy of that thing to somebody to help you go through it. It could be an editor. I don't know how many of you have had this experience. As an author, I've had them many times. And the editor will go and edit the book until the book will lose its flavor. The very content, the feeling, the emotion, everything you wanted your readers to feel, the editor don't edit it out. Okay, if you have not had that experience before, how many of you have had the experience of working on your project, your university project? Then they will send you to one supervisor. After the man is done with your editing and making recommendations, even yourself, you confuse what you are like. You tell yourself, this is not the project I wanted to write. I mean, of you have had that experience before.
Yeah, you want to recognize your work anymore.
Yeah, you can't recognize your project, the one you wrote with
I
all
was
the
asked to start
plans.
all over again.
Yeah, you want to start all over again. This time around, you are not writing it the way you want. You want your readers to on you to pick. You are writing it because someone somewhere is asking you to follow a particular draft. So that's why GitHub is very important. What GitHub does is that I hope you can see my screen. Can you? So
Yes.
what GitHub would do for you is that GitHub would say, you know what, I'm going to keep my original version. So that original version, you still have it. You can go ahead and share it with anyone on GitHub. But you see that original version, that is what we call source code. Okay. So all of this here, uh-oh, this original version here is what we call source code. So when you hear a lot of tech companies, a lot of companies, they don't joke with their source code because this is the source of the idea. Anything touches this source code, you can lose track of what you were building. Please, am I making sense?
Listen.
Now, here are the commands that we are going to be using for GitHub. Sorry, for Git. So I'm going to write here Git commands. First thing first. Please, as I'm writing this thing, if I were you, I will go and practice it. First thing first,
I can't see your screen anymore.
is it the same for everyone?
No.
No, I can't see it.
No, we can see.
I can see your
Let me
screen.
expand. This is my Git. I'm trying to expand it. Okay. So, you know what? Let me start. Let me start afresh. Let me start afresh so that you be with me. Don't worry, we have like 20 minutes left. For those of you that your girlfriend or husband is already waiting for you, when will I go finish? Uh, so this is my Git bash. I'm going to open it up. Okay, I'm gonna expand this. So this is my computer. I'm going to just zoom out so you see what I'm doing. Good, good, good. So now I want to see the version of the Git that I have. So first thing, I'm going to write Git dash dash version, then hit enter. Can you see? This is the version of Git I have. So sometimes when you go to the software, where is it? Git, Git, download this one here. Yes. When you come here, you will see the latest version of Git. So sometimes there could be changes. So this is the latest version.
Sorry, sir.
So,
Give dash dash. Will you give a space?
I'm coming. You see it again. I'm just explaining the version. The latest version is 2.54.0. Let me see if that's the one I have. 2.54.0. Okay, I have, this is 2.54. Mine is 2.50. So I think I need to update mine. So to check the version is git space dash dash version. So you get the version. Now, the next thing is you want to create a folder. You want to create a folder inside of this. This is your source file. This is, you can see I'm on my desktop. But one thing, if I want to be on my desktop, I can write cd desktop and hit enter. Now I'm inside my desktop. Have you seen? To show you that I'm inside my desktop, I want to see everything that is on my desktop on my computer. So I'm going to write ls and hit enter. Let's wait. I hope this works. It should work. So cd means change directory. Awesome. Now this is everything that is on my desktop on my computer. If I open my desktop now, Let me just come here. If I open, expand this, go to my desktop, you see all these files you see here. If I make them bigger, view large icons. See all these files you see here, right? All these files you see here on my desktop, this is all of them. So instead of going to my desktop all the time, I want to open a project or look for something, I can just do CD desktop means take me to my desktop. It's as simple as that. Let me write this so we see. So the git commands, I'm going to number them. The first one, this is the first time I'm this detailed in this course. First one is check git version. So to do that, you write what? Git, let me remove this and put it like this. Git dash version. So number 2, change directory to your desktop. I always love to use this. You use CD desktop. Then number 3, now check the list of things in your desktop. You simply write ls.
Yes.
Then number 4 is to create a folder inside your desktop. So how do we do that? Let's go and practice it before we come and write it. Please, I'll be fast with this. These are the things. I don't need all of this. I need a new folder. You see? So what's the name of the folder you want me to create so that you will not say it was there before? Give me a name. Come on, guys. Am I still here? Give me a name for a folder you want me to create.
My project folder.
My project folder, good. So I'm going to write mkdir, which is make directory. Then I'm going to call it my dash project dash folder. You see that? Then when I'm done, I'm going to hit enter. Now, for those of you that are doubting whether I actually created my project folder, because I know there's someone here whose name is Thomas, let's go to desktop and let's look for that my project folder. My project. Can you see my project folder right here? Have you seen my cursor? Are you seeing it? This is it.
Yes.
Please answer me.
Yes, sir, we can see it.
Yeah, we can see.
So you see, I've created a folder without coming to right click and then come here to new and then click new folder and then click on, can just write this code and that's it. mkdir, my project folder, you can see it's inside your desktop. Now, I want to go inside of that folder to actually create a file. So what do I do? Who can tell me from what we did here? So to create a folder is what? mkdir, we call it my project folder. Now, number 5, how to create a file. Create a file inside this project folder. So who can tell me what do we do? The tip is right here in line 1. If you read well, how do I go inside my project folder directory? How do I go inside my project folder directory?
You do change directory.
Awesome. So I'm going to do cd my project folder. And watch and see. You see this thing ended with /desktop. The moment I hit enter, you will now see /desktop / my project folder. Let's watch and see. Have you seen it? Let me expand. Have you seen what I did?
Yes.
Are you following me? So now I am inside my project folder that is inside desktop. That is, of course, on my computer. So how to create a file? We are going to do a cd my project folder. Now, number 6, the next thing we need to do is to actually create a file. Or rather, instead of creating a file, I want to initialize our repository. What does that mean? Let's go and search for git init meaning, which is initialize repository. I need someone to help us read, please. Anybody? Please read.
Git init is the command used to create a brand new empty Git repository or reinitialize an existing one. It is typically the very first step when starting a new project locally that you want to try with version control.
Exactly. Exactly. I forgot to even mention what version control is, but it's not important for those who are not. You can just write version control and read it, because Git is actually a version, one of an example for version control. But just to tell you, why is Git init very important? Because when you have a project, you want to work on a project, you come and you go to repositories, for instance, you want to add a new repository, right? So you are like, click on new repository. Give me a sec. You click on, here as I find. Oh my God. Click on new repository. I can come here, okay, you can search for, you see this whole process of having a new name, like something like, let's say, my project folder, something like this. The whole process, the moment I come here and click on create repository, what I've ended up doing is to do exactly this, git init. Does that make sense? Because the moment you do this manually on GitHub, the moment you create repository, you are already tracking everything. So we want to start tracking everything, but this time not on GitHub, but on Git. So we're going to come here and we are going to write git init and hit enter. The moment you do that, you can see we have started tracking everything. Remember what I said, when you are writing a book, you want to track what did you do on Monday, what did you do on Tuesday, what did you do on Wednesday. Supposing you missed out on, I don't know if there's any of you that have been an author before. You're writing a book and maybe fire gutted your house or you misplaced one of the copies. You can go back to the beginning of the chapter, chapter 2, chapter 3. Maybe it was stored in an email or somewhere. Then you can continue writing. You can trace where you stopped and just continue writing. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
The fact that you are able to trace where you stopped and continue writing is what we call tracking, right? You are tracking the progress. You know where you stopped, you know every single thing about what you're doing. So that's what Git init does. When you run this on your computer, you are telling your computer, you know what, I need you to track everything I am doing inside of this folder. So that if anything goes missing, if I send this thing to someone and the person messes my data, I can always track the very first version. Please, are we here? Now, how do we add a file? We add a file by, let's say, give me the name of the file. The name of the file you want us to add.
Assessment file.
Okay, so I'm going to write assessments. So I'm going to write, how do you write assessment file? Sorry, to create a file, you write tosh, right? Assessment .txs. TXS means text. I just want to write a text inside of there. I'm going to hit enter. So now I have created a file inside of the project folder that is on my laptop. Let's confirm that and see. Let's go back to our laptop. This is the folder I created. Where is it? Show me. You can. Where is the folder? Yeah, this one here. So I'm going to open it up. Can you see assessment? Have you seen? There's nothing here,
Yes,
right? There's
yes, sir.
nothing here. So I'm going to open it up and I'm going to write something like this. Could be any file. It could be a CSV file. It could be, you can see I use .txs. It could be .html. It could be .pdf. It could be .doc. It could be .xlx. It could be .csv. So you can create that kind of file. Remember, sometimes when we see file extension, some of us think it's not important. But with Git, without knowing what file extensions are, you would find it difficult to create a file. You cannot create a file, an Excel file, if you don't put the Excel extension. You cannot create a PDF file if you don't put .pdf. You cannot create a Word document file if you don't put .doc. So right here on this file, I'm going to write something like, hello. Let me zoom out so you see. Hello, this is my first Git project with April students 2026. Okay, just going to save that. So it's already saved. I'm going to do this minimize. Let's go and write down the command. So here, let me say create a file is what? Touch assessment.txs. And number 7, you want to check your Git status. So Git status, what is it? I'm going to write here Git status. Hit enter. Can you see now? Git status means there's a branch called master. You can go to the internet and read something like there are 2 branches, main, there's master branch. This one here. Okay. Please, someone should help me read. Quickly. I need also understand these terms, please.
A technical
From
standpoint,
okay.
there is no functional difference between a main branch and a master branch. Both are simply naming conventions for the primary stable version of a project where production-ready code resides. Let continue.
Yes, continue, please. It's very important you know this.
The distinction is purely historical and social. Historical default master. Traditionally, the Git version control to initialize every new repository with a default branch named master.
Yes, as you can see it here, this is the default branch, master, but we can change it to main, which is what I use most of the time. And I'll show you how to do that quickly. Go ahead.
Modern default main in 2020, major platforms like GitHub, GitLab, and Bitbucket transition to using main as the default name.
My network break and miss a lot.
For new repositories to promote more inclusive terminology.
Exactly. Full stop. Let's leave it like that. So now, where am I? You can see the message. When you write Git status, you are basically asking Git to tell you what exactly have been done inside of here. You can see no commits yet. Who can tell me what this means? I think I've explained commits many times. Who can tell me what no commit yet means?
Nothing has been saved.
Anybody? Nothing saved.
Nothing saved.
Has been
Thank
added.
you. You guys are
Yes.
smart. So Git status simply means tell us what is inside. So you can see we are on branch master, no commits yet. Then there is an untracked file. Remember, we added something to that assessment. So we need to track it. This is why Git is very important. So to track this thing that we just added, and what's that thing we added? This text here. Because it has identified that there is a file and there's something inside that file that is not tracked. And how do we begin to track things? By using the syntax git add, then we're going to write the name of the file, which is assessment.txt, and then hit enter. With that, we have added it. But let's check our git status again to be sure that it's not untracked anymore. So we're going to come and say git status, hit enter. Can you see now new file assessment.txt? Are we see here? Oh my God, my people, are you here?
We can see.
Yes, we are seeing it, sir.
You can see, sir.
Okay, so number 7 is you are going to add a file. So we're going to say git status. Don't worry, write all your questions. Sorry, let me explain it first. How to track a file or folder. So you write git status. Now the next thing is, after you check your file and folder, the next thing is how to add a file for tracking. Who remembers the syntax? How do we add?
Touch the name of the file you want to
Git add.
Git add.
Git add. Thank you.
Name of
Git
file.
add, and then the name of the file assessment.txt. But if you have too many files to add, too many, you can't be writing git add, another one, git add. No, you can just do git add space and dots. So this one here, let me write it. This one adds one file, then this one adds all files, adds all files. Is this clear? Then you can see the message. After the message, it says no commit yet, meaning we have still not saved it. We have added the new file, but we've not saved it. So how do we save? We save by writing the syntax called git commit. Now, before I continue, Nathan and Madam Noya and those that share their screen, when you committed, what do you notice when you were trying to commit your README file? Tell me the things you did or the things you saw when you're trying to commit.
So I've not committed my own. I stopped somewhere. Yeah,
is Nathan here?
Whether you are sure you want to,
what? When you were trying to commit.
Thank you. See you.
Come on, guys.
Sir, can I share my file? Please let me share.
Not yet. Let me show you something. Let's say, okay, let me say I want to edit something on this on my GitHub. Interactive color changer project. Let me say, okay, I want to edit something here, right? I click on edit file. And okay. This is my JavaScript learning outcomes, how to handle events in JavaScript. So I'm going to add something like asterisk star. Then I'm going to write something like feel free to contribute to this project. So feel free to contribute to this project as well. Maybe not a hash, I can just put a hashtag there. Put a space, yes, that one. And watch and see, when I click on, where is it? When I click on commit changes, do you notice that this dialog box came out? Did you notice that I have to write? I have to write a description for the edit I just made. Did you notice? I have to write a description for the message and then click on commit changes.
Yes, please.
You see? So I'm going to click on save. Now it's saved. Now if I scroll down, you would see that thing I wrote now. Feel free to contribute to this project as well. So that's the same thing that's going to happen on Git. So on Git, when you come over here, you are going to write git commit dash m, and then you are going to write a message. For me, my message, of course, is going to be in strings. I'm going to write something like maybe first commit or assessment, something like this. First commit for assessment. Close the quote. Okay, so I'm going to just copy this. And after that, I'm going to hit enter. So you see, one file change, two insertions made. So how do we check what we have done so far? Who can tell me? How do we check what we have done so far? Whether we have committed, whether a file has been added, how do we check again?
Git status.
What?
Git status.
Git status. Thank you. Git status. Hit enter. Now you see, on branch master, nothing to commit, meaning we are good. Everything's still. Clock it. Are we together? So I'm gonna don't worry, I almost done. I'm gonna push this to GitHub so you see what it looks like. Let me go back to my notes. So number 9. No. Number 9, yes. Don't follow me. Okay, let me do this. Number 9, how to commit. Okay, we call commit save, right? Save changes to Git. So how do we do that? You just write this one. I didn't copy it well. Git commit dash m, then the message. First commit or assessment, whatever your message is. See, okay. Then after that, this is where it gets interesting. If you want to see, this one is not so important, but if you want to see, oh, I need to change this to main. So how do I change it to main? Git branch main. I think there's how to check Git branch. Wait, let me do Git branch actually. Git branch.
We are not seeing what we are doing again.
Is it true for everybody?
I can see.
I can see.
So if you want to know which branch you are in, then to check which branch you are working with, you do Git branch. So let's go to my this thing here. Let me show you what I mean by Git branch. If I come back here, so you see main, right? I am on the main branch. So let's say I don't want anybody I'm contributing with this project to add anything to my main branch. So that person is going to use the master branch. There are two branches, just like we read. We have master and main. So if you write Git branch, you will know that you are the master. So I want to change this from master to main. So I'm going to come and say Git branch dash m main. Hit enter. So how do I know that's changed from master to what? Main. You see?
Yes, sir.
To confirm, you can as well do what? Git branch to confirm. Hit enter. You see now it is now in main. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Good. So we're going to come here. Number 11 will now be change branch to main. Sorry guys, I might be a bit fast for some of you, but I've been doing this for years and I want to take all of you along. So Git branch and main. What else? Okay, let's go back. It's time for us to check you can do Git logs. Git logs, is it Git log? Yeah. Good. So Git log will tell you everything that have been done so far by who. The author, my email, the date. So when you see that they just they just catch one fraudster. It's because somewhere on the internet they don't catch you. They have seen your name and your email and everything about you. So they'll go and think that these systems are not. When you steal 100, all these small boys, when they steal $500, they'll go and celebrate with their girlfriends, who will be so happy, stupidly happy for them. $500 is not serious money. $1,000 is not serious money. Even 500,000. When you steal 500,000, you have started touching institutions. You have started touching serious money, small, small. But just hit 1 million, it will shock you that they know your history. So, because when you touch $1 million, it's no longer a small, small thing that you are stealing. You are stealing from the big dogs. The big dogs don't like when you steal from them. So tell your friends that are into fraud that somebody is watching them. As we are going to parties and spreading money, their commit message is showing somewhere and they are waiting for them. So the next thing I want to do after here is now I have everything on my computer, but I want to send this to somebody. I want to send this to somebody. So I'm going to come to my GitHub and this is what I'm going to do. I want to upload everything I just did on my Git to my GitHub. Come on, come on, come on. So I'm going to come here, new project. Then I'm going to call this something like maybe assessments. I'm going to call it assessments projects. Just this is okay. So I'm not interested in doing any of it. I don't want to touch any of these because I'm going to create them from GitHub if I want. So I'm just going to create my profile or repository instead, sorry. And once you create a repository like that, it makes it, I mean, GitHub would clearly tell you what to do next. You can see all of the instructions here. So one thing it says what we've already initialized, we've done all of this, you know. So the next thing is for us to add this particular line. Git remote add origin, then the name of the file or you just created. So I'm going to copy this, or better still, you can just come here and copy it and then go and add git remote add origin. So I'm going to come here and we're going to just paste this thing here. You see? Let me expand this window. So git remote at origin. I'm going to hit I'm going to hit enter. So yes, I've added that origin there. And let's add that to our notes. The number 12 would be go to GitHub and create a new repository. And number 13 would be copy. Copy, I'm gonna paste that thing. Why is it that it doesn't work? Anyway, copy git remote add origin, then the name of the file. In this case, this is the name, git remote add origin. I'm gonna just copy this and paste, yes, this one here. You see? Git remote add origin, HTTPS, blah, blah, blah. And that's how you add that thing you just did now. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to push it. We're going to push it to the internet. And how do we push it? Just follow the instructions on your GitHub. Might be online. Okay, I'm
Yes,
seeing
sir.
here. So the instructions on your GitHub is really easy. It's just for you to, okay, let's check the instructions again. You see, git push u origin main. Origin main, you already know what main is. The origin is this link here. So Git remote add. Remote, you already know what remote means. Remote means far away, the internet. Then add, you already know what it does. Then they add the origin, and then this is the origin. This link here is the origin, the remote origin. When you are done, you just simply come here and say git push origin main and hit enter. So let's see. It should be working. Yes, awesome. You see, that is it. Enumerating objects, 3 done, counting all. So it's done all of the job for me. All I need to do is come over here and then refresh. Voila, that's it. You see? Assessment.text. So if I click on this, you'll see, hello, this is my first Git project. Have you seen it now?
Yes, sir.
And this is the commit message that I wrote, right? If I open it, you'll see the message, which is here, right here. This is the same message you see right there. So some time ago, this is what we're working on a project with my COO, the back end of a software, blah, blah, blah. So we're working with, and you see how detailed he was with the README file. This is the folder structure. So if you open the SRC folder, you see all of the things we're working with. So, when you are in the space, you need to be very detailed so people can see your project and see how they can work with you on it. And it's also in the main branch. If I want to open another branch, I can just come and change it, of course, to the master branch and then push it over there. So if I want to add a README file, I can still do that manually. Who can tell me, how do I add a file if I want to add a new file? Who can tell me, how do I add a new file? Oh, your brain don't go.
Create directory.
No, how to push your file on Git to GitHub. It's Git
Touch
origin main or push origin master. And ladies and gentlemen, that's it for Git. It's as simple as it sounds. This might look very strange to someone who is not familiar with Git, but if you are able to master this, you are good to go.
No, we're not
This
good to go,
is
sir.
as easy as what?
So you were asking how to create a new file or folder. Is it Git init, Git initialization?
No, Git initialize is your tracking. Is the first thing you do when you want to start working with it.
Okay, to track.
Yes,
After
to
the
track. It's the
excuse me,
first
sir.
thing we did. Look at it. It's the first thing we did.
Excuse me, sir, after getting it,
You
what
add a
next?
file which is called Tosh assessment.
Touch
So if you want to add a README file from Git, you can come and do what? Tosh what?
assessment.
readme.md. You see? And the fact that you've pushed already does not mean you cannot do anything. So let me add this file now. I'm going to Tosh README. So I've created it, right? What is the next thing after creating a README file? You are going to write something into it, isn't it?
After touch assessment, what next, sir?
Look at the README file we created here.
Yes.
So if I want to write something inside the new file I just created, I can do what? What do I do? Let's look at what we did before. You can simply open the README file and maybe add something to it manually or save it or something.
After touch assessment,
Sorry?
After touch assessment, what next do we?
Let me copy all these things and give you guys to avoid plenty questions.
Coach, you
really want to ask questions.
Yes, sir.
Why have to ask it to know it?
So this is it. Let me copy.
Okay, sir.
Please, all these commands, how do you come up with adding the dash or not adding a dash in the command, or it's just what you know, like
Adding
control
a
C?
watch.
There are some commands you have git dash dash version. Then there are some you just write cd desktop. Is it like an established fact, like you have control C for copy?
Control C for copy.
Yeah, like you know that control C is for copy, control V is for paste. These commands you wrote, there are some of them you wrote cd desktop, no dash, then git dash dash version when you're writing how to check your version. So are those established facts that you just need to know that this is how it works?
Yes, they are. The same way it's an established fact that you use brush to brush your teeth and you rub cream. There are certain things that are like standards in when you're working with certain tools. For instance, if I want people to access my room, there's a particular key you need to use to access my room, isn't it? So that key will become like a standard. Anyone that wants to access my room, you must use that particular key. If you want to access my room and you don't have that key, you can't access my room. Only I would say, okay, you know what? I'm going to give you another key. And that is what we call software updates. So software updates means, okay, a lot of people are complaining they can't access my room. So I'm going to update this key. Instead of opening it from the outside, you have to jump. You have to jump and stay on top of the roof to be able to open the door. Whatever software updates, Do you understand what I just said?
No, I don't get it though.
So,
I think
coach,
Yeah.
what you are trying to
this
say.
after Git, this Git, my start today say I should upload the file. That's when I'll now move to repository, right?
What are you doing? Show me what you are doing.
So, sir,
I
I
would
should
have
tell you.
I would have loved to show you guys how to, use Python programming on VS Code, especially for those of you that are in the Python class. Or maybe I'll leave that for the Python class proper this Saturday.
Look
So,
at where I just start.
Git tables. So after Git tables, so there's nothing like touch, Madam Mary.
Sir?
Wear your glass. Wear your glass. So
Okay. Okay, it should be TORCH, right?
yes, you have to write it again. Touch.
Yay.
Okay. Okay, sir. I think I was not still satisfied with your previous answer on the commands. When do you know to use dash or not to use dash? So I don't know. You say it's an established fact, like my folder. Is it that? What does
It's
the
an
dash?
established. That's what I'm saying.
What does
It's
the dash mean?
Madam Mary, don't confuse
Sir?
me. Oh. You see how I know this thing? Ruth is asking, how do I know that touch is touch? It's because I've been using it over and over again.
Which spelling of touch, please, sir?
TOUCH.
Okay.
Not this touch like that you are typing here. Touch, like touch
This
somebody.
one I've written now.
So root, it's standard really. The more you use it, the more I didn't start perfect with using Git. I was being told to send projects over to GitHub over and over again. So the more I use my Git, And you can also use it on VS Code, by the way. This Git, you can also use it on VS Code as well. You can push a project there using Git. Well, I don't think I have that time again.
Okay, sir. You know why I'm asking like that?
I think I've corrected this.
Yes, the next thing is look at it's telling you no commits yet, and then there's a file that is not tracked. So what do? You do git add, then the name of the file. And Mary, check the codes I dropped in the comment section.
It's
Try to
okay,
read
sir.
through them. You follow it up, okay?
It's okay, sir.
Yeah. Just read line by line and replicate what I did there. But be sure you understand what you are doing. That's the core essence of this class.
It's okay, sir.
If there's any error like the one you just saw an error, don't be in a hurry to move to the next line. Understand, read, because you didn't I assume you didn't check when the error pop up, and the error was simple. Touch is not recognized or touch is
Right.
not defined. You should have taken note of that error message
Yes,
and
sir.
then try to find out, oh, why is it saying this error? Why is it doing this? And Ruth and who else asked that question? Helen, you can see that Git already knows that touch is not part of its
Not part
key.
of the
It's not part of it's just like doing
of the
equals.
command.
Yeah, it's just like doing equals to sum in Microsoft Excel. And
Exactly.
instead of writing SUM, you go and write SUMMY. You will get a name error because Excel is not programmed to understand that kind of function. So every software have their own way of communicating with us and themselves. That's what it means to talk to computers.
So,
Ruth,
sir, if I
there's a
put
way somebody talks to you, you don't like it, isn't it?
yes, sir.
Yeah. You need to tell the person, I don't like the way you just spoke to me. Please, next time you want to talk to me, this is how you do it. It's the same thing with computers. Those instructions are inbuilt by either data engineers or computer scientists. They have come up with all of those codes or keywords or values or variables. We just have to follow it. It's in mastering and following them that we, try to understand the loopholes. Like in programming, there are certain people that say, you know what, HTML is too boring, or maybe JavaScript is too tough. Let's build something inside of it, and then we call it a framework. So that framework is like making the JavaScript, which is like one of the core functionalities of the website, making it easier for people to use. So they will build a softer language, if there's anything like that. But it's still built on, it's just like saying this bread is too hard. Let us apply margarine or butter on it. Do you get? You are eating the bread, but you're applying something softer to make you enjoy that bread. So it's the same thing when you're trying to communicate with computer. You don't need to learn or know all of these commands today. I didn't know it in one day. It took me a while. The more I used, the more I added, the more I committed, the more I understood, okay, git commit is simply git commit dash m, then I write my commit message and then hit enter. If you do it many times, like I have, it's just going to stick the way 2 plus 2 are stuck. Now we even have a song for it. 2 plus 2, I be 1 plus 1 is 2. Shaka. Clock it by people. Any other question?
Yes, sir.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell the admin to share, because I don't have time anymore today. The link for the Python class this Saturday is on what's the time again? I think 6:30 p.m. WAT. So all of you can join and just learn how to install Python on your VS Code. Just join because I don't have time to do that, which I wanted to do. You can just learn how to do that day, and then You can leave afterwards, and then I'll continue the rest of the class with those who actually enrolled to be there. So I'll start with that on Saturday. Okay. So there are no questions. Over and out. Now, all of you, nobody has any excuse anymore. If I say submit your projects or share or collaborate, everybody is on
Coach, you
point.
want to go through the send
Everybody-
me this thing. I didn't start with us. So
What?
the recording, so that I will start from my beginning.
Sure. You will access to that. All right, guys. There are no questions or concerns. Thanks for hopping on the call today, and do have a lovely day or night. Bye-bye.
Good night, sir.